From the Green Room Studios at Bates Nursery in Nashville, Tennessee, it's Gardening Inside Out, a podcast with highlights from our Saturday morning live show, answering all your gardening questions, giving you plant advice for any space in your life. Let's start the show.
Hey, y'all, it's Caroline Gant.
Hey, y'all, it's Austin Lowen.
And it's Tyler Blankenship.
And hey, it's an unseasonably warm day today.
It's so nice today, but it's kind of windy.
It is. It's
In a
very
good
windy.
way.
In a good way. I'll give you that.
Hopefully
We're all
not
in T-shirts.
Tornado windy.
No.
Are we supposed to have tornadoes?
No, there's no
Tyler.
need for alarm.
Tyler,
Don't alarm
Yet.
the people.
yet?
Yeah.
What are you even talking about?
We're having a bit of a warm up, and it's, unseasonably warm for us, especially closer to the Gulf. And then we're going to get whacked by a big cold front eventually.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if that's materialized yet.
Yeah. Well, I have heard, I guess this afternoon, we're going to maybe get some storms tonight.
I'd be good with storms. I have a lot of potted plants that need water.
That'd be good.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I would.
Since you're not giving it to him.
I'm not. I keep walking past them and I'm like, Mother Nature will get you soon.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be okay.
Oh, yeah.
I
Plus-
can't do that with mine in my greenhouse.
No,
That's a
you
good
can't.
point.
I can't do that with my mixed containers on my porch, which I did finally water. And hey,
Hey,
you finally did something. Well, not finally. You actually did it kind of early.
I did do it kind of early. So y'all know I love to accessorize my pots with things, especially little signs and pumpkins and such. Tyler loves my little signs I put in the pots. So anyway,
Love them.
but they were very much fall themed.
Corn.
Well, my wife decided to get in the Christmas spirit, so she
Corn.
decorated Tyler. Yes, and corn. I certainly use corn.
Cornless.
So she decorated for Christmas, and now it's Christmas, so I've got to make my accessories Christmas-like in the pansy pot. Okay, so Caroline, I think you put the video out on
The video is out, everybody. You might have seen it already. If you haven't, go to Facebook or Instagram, Gardening Inside Out. And if you're not following us already, give us a follow.
Mm-hmm. So the pansies look excellent. I was really happy with those whenever I moved the stuff.
Beefy and leafy is what you said.
Beefy and leafy.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what we want with our pansies. They look really good. And I actually watered them yesterday, too, for the first time in a while. And they really enjoyed that, it seemed. But I took all the stuff out of the pots, and I found something extremely interesting with corn.
Are you going to tell us about it?
Do you want me to?
Corn.
Of course I want you to. Our listeners are dying to know right now.
Okay.
They're sitting there in traffic right now, and they're like, Austin, you better not leave me hanging.
All right. So the corn that I put in the pots, I shucked it. The ones that I shucked, okay, I left some with the shucks. Okay. I left some without
Tyler
the shucks. I
is
shucked
loving
them.
it.
I know. So I shucked some, and
I'm
I put them.
chuckling over here.
Yes, you are. And I put them in the pots with the pansies. Okay, we all know this, but I put the kernels. I stuck one kind of in the dirt a little bit to kind of keep it fixed where I needed it. Those little corn kernels at the bottom. I'm just imagining like the kernel, like they're little kernels at the bottom. I don't know,
Little kernels in your pot.
Yeah.
All right, let's get growing.
That's exactly what happened. The little kernels started to grow and they germinated. And if y'all think about it, what is all the kernels on corn? What is
Seeds.
it? It's just seeds.
Just
Okay.
seeds.
So it made me get to thinking, if I just threw a corn cob in the earth, it would grow 1 million little corns.
Oh my God. Next year, please just stick a corn cob right down in the earth.
Should I stick it with the top up out of the ground?
Yeah.
A little bit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
I'm
corn
gonna do it.
pyramid.
Yeah. Maybe corn needs to be used as an ornamental. Cornamental, if you will.
Cornamental.
Uh-huh.
Yes, that's you.
Yeah.
You're absolutely cornamental.
I'm going to start putting it in people's designs and their landscapes. Out here at the nursery, just throw some corn in your earth.
All right, so you're going to put this fancy conifer here, all this Father Gieland, and just stick one big corn right there.
There you go.
I
Design
just
element.
wonder if it's going to shoot stalks all over the place. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, I
not
think it
one
would.
straight up. It would just be like
Like a big, dense
corn bush.
corn bush.
See?
You've got to do this next year. Everybody's listening right now, so they know. They're
I'ma
going to
do
hold
it.
you to it.
I'm going
And
to do
so
it.
are me and Tyler.
Okay. I'm going to use that Indian corn. I
Corn
got.
bush.
Yeah.
So I have a question for you.
Okay.
So you didn't figure out a way to incorporate corn into your holiday containers
I'm not there yet. I'm still
to
thinking.
accessorize with corn.
The bow tie, man.
I'm still
Come
thinking
on.
about the bow tie. The bow Tyler.
Bow Tyler.
Call
I
it the
don't
bow
have
Tyler.
corn where I'm at. And you think I'm going to buy some?
I'm just going to call my bow tie the bow Tylers.
Oh, that's cute.
That is
See?
very cute.
I'm going to dip them in red paint.
Okay.
That's good, right? That looked like a cornament. You came up with
Oh,
that
no.
on our podcast
Really?
last week. You said that, and it went over my head, and I'm really, really proud of
did?
you. You said cornament.
I don't remember that.
I
Are you
don't
sure?
remember it either.
It happened. Because I went back and listened to the podcast, and
I'm
I was
gonna
like,
have to
she
get-
said
during our
cornmeal, and I'm
intro?
like, I am so proud of her. Yeah.
Oh,
You said it. You
I'm
don't
gonna
even
have to
know
go
it.
back and give it a listen.
Uh-huh.
Well, I'm just so clever and smart that it just goes right over my own head.
That's what it is.
So you're telling me you're not going to dip it in peanut butter and seeds and let the critters be all over
Oh
it?
my
Negative?
gosh, make a little critter feeder.
Negative.
Accessorize with the critter feeder.
I don't need little critters coming to the porch.
Yes, you
Okay?
do.
No.
All up in that pansy
They'll-
pot.
Yeah, I was about to say, they'll get their main course of corn, and then they'll just have a
Pansies for
salad
dessert.
of pansies.
They got to be healthy.
Negative. My pansies need to
Positive.
be healthy. No.
We all need to be healthy.
My pansies are priority.
All the little critters are going to have peanut butter mustaches for feasting on your corn.
Gross. I don't even want to think about that.
Too late.
Already there. Already thinking about that.
But
I think
anyway.
that would be cute.
No, it wouldn't.
Little corn feeders.
The pansies are cute. That's what we're after. Okay. And then the ornaments that go, the ornaments that are going to go in next are going to be even
Okay,
better.
you corrected
Okay.
yourself.
So there you go. That's enough about corn. People are over it. I feel like.
No, they're not.
Yeah.
We could go on for the next 45 minutes about corn.
Oh, I certainly could.
With
but
your passion, no one would be
Man,
over
we're
it.
all like 30% corn anyway, so, you know,
good point.
That's true. Yeah. Everything is corn.
might
Life
as well
is corn.
acknowledge it.
Anyway.
Well, if you want to switch the topic,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Well, it's enough about corn, I think.
Corn.
Caroline? Cornaline?
Corn a lot.
You're a cornaline today. All right, switching gears.
I need a corn costume. Oh, man.
Yeah, you do. Hey, I drove through my buddy's pasture last night where he grows typically beans and corn.
Just drove through
and
it.
tobacco. I was on the four-wheeler with the kids. They were on
I
the
was
back
gonna
holding
say,
on for dear life.
Did you tear it up?
Hell, we did. You know it. But he had sowed his cover crop for the winter time, and it was beautiful. It was up just a couple inches, and Caroline is still looking up corn costumes right now.
Found a corn cloak.
Oh, my God. Tyler would wear that.
I would.
I'm buying this.
Tyler loves cloaks.
I'm not mad at that.
Corn cloak.
Found a corn cloak, everybody.
All right.
Oh,
So,
there's also a coupon.
Caroline, all right, stop costuming for a minute.
Okay.
We're talking about cover crops, man. He
Yeah.
had sowed his cover crops. It's the whole mix
Crimson
of turnips.
clover?
He got clover. He got turnips in there. Threw some beets out, I think. Some brassicas.
Really?
Yeah, and it was just a pasture full of green as like the sun was going down. Like
Oh, that
it
sounds
was
amazing.
Oh man, riding through the sunset with the kids. Backpacks were barely hanging on for life because they came off
Backpacks
the
were
bus.
blowing in the wind.
They were. So anyway, that was a pretty sight. So if you're thinking about cover cropping, now's a really good time to get that stuff sowed. At
I've
least if
never
you're here in
done-
Middle Tennessee.
I've never done cover crops.
It's nice. It's nice
Maybe
to
it's
see
the
green
year I
over
do
the
it.
winter.
I love it. Makes me happy seeing annual ryegrass
That's
pop up,
beautiful.
and it's like fluffy and green. It's like, I don't care about the cold.
Exactly.
You know, I
Yeah.
know people have their positions about grass, but you know, it goes away. It's really kind of harmless.
Yeah. And then the clover is a good nitrogen fixator, so it's really improving your soil quality over the winter time.
Yeah.
Plus, it's nice to just look at green over the winter instead of, dirt.
I love how fluffy that clover is.
Same.
It's like a little bit fuzzy too. It's great when you run your hands through it. Like little kids would love that.
Mm-hmm.
Like especially with little kids, the way it gets up there, it's like what, 10, 12 inches tall.
Yeah.
You know,
It's great.
it's a fun time.
Maybe I'll do it in my raised beds because I did not plant any cold weather vegetables.
Yeah, you should throw some seed on top
Just
of that. See what
slap some
pops.
fairy wings on your toddlers. I know you got some
Me?
already.
Yeah, I got
And
a
then
couple that I've
and
never
just
talked about
run through
before.
the fields of clover.
Yeah. Also, too, the bees in spring hum on crimson clover.
Yes, they do.
They just love it.
I am witness to it.
I'm going to have to check out our seed selection
Yeah,
when we get done recording to see if we have any.
that's right. Do some cover cropping, y'all people.
Yeah. I still need to rip everything out of my raised beds.
A lot of mushy stuff in there.
A lot of mushy basil and tomatoes and peppers and marigolds.
Yeah.
I did pull up all my carrots
Nice.
before the freeze.
Yeah, you had a good harvest of carrots this year, didn't you?
I did. Yeah, really good. I'm going to definitely grow more carrots next year. They're so easy
They really are.
and fun and exciting.
You never know what kind of shape you're going to pull up.
That's true. Mine were all pretty normal.
Well, good.
Nothing that exciting.
Mine looked like they're mid break dance whenever I pulled them up. The way
Yeah.
they're twisted and contorted.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, what have I done? They're like, I don't know, man. I'm kind of a freak.
What have I done?
Uh-huh. So what's next? What are y'all doing? What are y'all growing right now? How's your pansies?
What are
looking,
y'all
Caroline?
growing?
Why y'all
Come
growing?
on.
My pansies are pretty good. I probably should have cut them back before or right after I had planted them
Okay.
because they're a little bit leggy. But
Cool.
they're blooming.
Go on and give them a chop. Give them the choppy.
I should give them a choppy.
Mm-hmm.
But all my stuff looks pretty good that's in ground. My Pulmonaria. That plant, I planted it in the early spring. It is still showing off. It looks fantastic right now.
That's a good plant. I like that plant. It likes it cold.
Yeah. All my hosta that's in that same bed just looks like garbage right now, as it does. That's what it does this time of year. I need to just cut it back and clean it up. But that pulmonaria is just showing off.
Yeah. That's a
And
good
now
plant,
my
y'all.
heuchera in that bed is coming up because the hostas have died back and the heuchera can finally get some sun.
Nice.
Because I still need to divide that bed.
Man, speaking of heuchera, they just love this late season little push where the sun is like perfect for them. Like even in a full sun environment for heuchera this time of year, like they enjoy it.
Yeah.
You know, it's not around here, y'all. We're getting dark at what 4:30, 4:40,
Like 1 o'clock. Yeah.
It's not 1 o'clock drama, but it is early and it's annoying.
It's so early.
But
Every night I'm like, well, I guess it's 10. I might as well go to bed, and it's like 6:15.
Yeah, I know.
They should come up with a heuchera variety called Sittin' Pretty because that's what they do.
They do sit pretty.
That's a good point.
It's my favorite shade perennial, I think.
Yeah.
My front beds look perfect.
Yeah.
Like, there's maybe one thing that's gone dormant, the Stokes aster, but still there's still like a little plume from them. But my little heuchera are just so nice. And I can't wait for them all to start to grow together.
Has your Stokes aster gone completely dormant? Like no leaves or anything?
I don't think it's completely gone dormant now.
Yeah, because my leaves stay up.
Yeah. I'm just meant, it quit blooming a long time ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not much activity.
You
Also, my American ginkgo got whacked. It never turned yellow.
That's what I was telling Austin. Mine did.
Yeah.
I was watching it every day when I left my house because it's right on the road.
Mine
And
went.
it was just a stick.
Yeah, mine went half yellow, like not brilliant like I wanted it to, like right before the freeze. I at least got a little bit of that yellow show, but yeah, same here. That freeze happened just at the horrible time for ginkgos. Even big ones like around town and stuff, like they did not like that freeze at all, and they just, for the most part, are totally dormant now. We did not get a great yellow show this year.
That's so unfortunate.
I agree.
Because people grow it for that reason.
Yeah, I know. Every year's different here. You never know. It's like this year too. Like during the growing season, my Shasta daisies were like kind of trash this year. Not gonna lie. Like did not look good. They did not bloom very well. And that wasn't just me. I had a lot of guests tell me that this year. I don't know what it was. It's just a super wet spring followed by the super droughty summer. I don't know. But anyway, I recently weed eated all of the old foliage on the Shastas, and now they have jumped up new growth from the ground. They're just little balls of perfect green right now, just sitting above the ground.
Well, that sounds adorable.
It is.
Mine weren't great. I think I might have gotten like 1 or 2 blooms off mine too.
Oh, I know. The bloom cycle this year was awful with Shasta daisy. I don't know what it was. I don't know.
My penstemon are looking really good. I gave up on Shasta daisy a long time ago.
Yeah. When they're good, they're good. But, this year just wasn't that year. But you're right. Yeah. Penstemon this year was money. I saw, I think it was Ann in the office who showed me some pictures of hers. It just exploded.
Well, she brought in, so she divided hers in this like really early spring, and she brought in like basically little plugs, like little pups from them in 4-inch pots. And I mean, they were like measly little things. Nothing against her. She pulled them up. She was like, I don't even know if they'll make it. And I planted 3, and they went from like, I don't know, 1 inch in diameter to like a foot.
Wow.
They're massive and they're so healthy.
They're about a bird bath wide?
They're about a bird. No, they're not that wide. A bird bath is more than a foot.
That's close.
Is it?
18 inches?
Maybe 18 inches.
16, 18.
Depends on the bird bath,
Okay,
I guess.
so maybe these plants didn't get that big, but they got a lot bigger.
Well,
and I'm shocked, and they look so clean right now.
Yeah, really good year for penstemon. Yeah, I went to a couple guest house yesterday to kind of do some consulting for them, and they had planted some penstemon out there just a few days ago, and it was still, really pretty. That's all I've got. They're just really pretty.
The foliage is just really nice. And Husker Red is the one I have. Or Huskers Red. Is it Husker or Huskers?
I believe it's Husker Red.
Husker Red.
Yeah.
I want to be correct with everything I say.
Yeah.
Because it's referring to the corn huskers.
Back around to corn.
Here we are.
All right. So let's talk corn one more time. You grew corn this year, though, didn't you?
Yeah, but the stupid squirrels ate it all.
Has there been a year that you've actually harvested corn?
Just a few ears.
Yeah.
Yeah. For my kids, they ate them before they ever got in the house. Just juice running down their mouth.
There's nothing like fresh corn. I
Y'all-
grew it one time.
Okay, this needs to be talked about.
Okay, see, we're talking more about corn.
We're going back to
Let's do
corn.
it.
It's not even the season for corn at all. We're going back to it. If y'all are bringing your corn inside the house and putting it and boiling it or something, you are doing wrong.
Oh my gosh.
People-
Make a fresh corn salad.
Y'all, take that corn, shuck it in the garden, eat it while you're out there. You will never taste corn like ever. Like people that I've told this to, they're like, oh my God, how did I not know that corn is 1,000 times better if you don't cook it?
It's so good fresh.
So good. Milky, delicious.
Or you just grill it lightly, like charred on the outside so it's still fresh on the inside.
Just barely, man.
Make yourself some elote.
I don't even know what that is.
It's Mexican street corn. It's really good.
Elote.
But sometimes they like boil it and like cook it all the way. But you don't have to. You could just char it on the outside.
That's the way to do it.
And then put that cheese and seasonings on there.
Sounds like something Tyler would do.
It does. Tyler, what are you doing over there?
I'm looking into the Husker Red Penstemon.
Oh. Tyler's Googling over here
I'm still
beside us.
staying on topic, unlike the corn distraction.
There's nothing
goodness.
wrong with corn distractions.
You're distracted right now. You're still looking at corn outfits.
Okay, so
Well, we're getting ready for Halloween next year. We had you in a banana.
That's true.
all right, so something serious though, and it's related
Uh-oh.
to winter dormancy. A lot of people are a little worried this year because some weather people are starting to say that we're setting up for like a mild winter this year, and that means there's potential for these like kind of crazy cold blasts that come down from up north because things are warmer. So, would you say, or let's say, what is the difference between what happened in 2022 down here, which Nashville, our area is kind of ground zero for that event, versus what happened this year, which we already had a freeze that has triggered dormancy for plants? Do you think that that's enough?
I do think it's enough. I do think that we've had enough, like, cold enough nights, too. I know we've had 2, like, pretty much freeze events, like lower than 30 events, which definitely triggers dormancy. But even before that, we've had some cold nights, less than 40, mid 30s, all that type of stuff. And I think plants were kind of gearing up for that. What we saw, what Tyler's referring to, is we had a crazy deep freeze, I guess, in 2022 to where we dropped almost, I think it was right around 50 degrees.
It was a lot, like real fast.
Yeah, like in a matter of hours, like not even hours, like a couple hours, I think. It dropped like 50 degrees, something I've never, ever felt in my life. And like Tyler said, we were like ground zero for that. Us in Kentucky a little bit.
A little bit of Georgia.
A little bit of Georgia, yeah. So it was intense. And the plants really did, like, they
did not like it.
Oh my gosh, it was destruction. I mean, people were depressed. Like, it looked like everything literally died. So I don't think that's necessarily going to happen again. But you never know. It is Middle Tennessee. Our weather is just a mind of its own here.
Well, that was pretty much our first freeze, right? That was it.
That was, yeah.
So nothing was ready.
It stayed fairly mild with maybe a light frost. So, yeah, and then it went down to 0, basically.
Yeah. I mean, even on normal years for us, like if we get below 10, like you do see damage on a number of our plants that at least like it a little bit more south. We're here in Nashville, we're kind of in the best of both worlds, I think, of where we can grow a lot of southern kind of, plants that people think of versus also like a lot of conifers from up north. Like we're kind of right there in the middle. But if these crazy events happen, either heat and drought or freezy cold, like bad, then we see those edge plants get affected,
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
And that's why a lot of our recommendations on the show are safe.
Yeah.
We don't usually like to go outside that safety zone unless you, the gardener, are willing to take on more risk.
Yes.
Versus the reward of having your plant of choice.
Yes, most definitely. And that's one of the things I love most about Bates Nursery where we're at is that we stock those plants, but we've got the knowledge here of our people that work here to let you know if it is risky. But we also carry some really odd stuff that you really don't get to see. So those really, avid gardeners can try one, and just see if they can get it to live here. I know of a guest that grows a giant redwood in his yard or a giant sequoia. I mean, he's got it. It's living. I mean, nowhere near as big as what it would get in California, but it's living here. So, like, that's just fun to experiment, and we allow guests to experiment with our plants.
I meant to tell you guys, by the way, Miriam Mims, our very own Miriam Mims, sent in a photo of a live oak that is growing currently in Tennessee.
Yeah.
And it's several years old. It was grown from an acorn.
Nice.
That's very cool. Live oak being one of those classic southern oak trees that you really don't see many here in Nashville. I observed one at Caroline, you and I both went to MTSU. It's Middle Tennessee State University here.
Yes, we did. At the same time.
At the same time. We didn't even know each other.
Yeah, we were not in the same department.
No.
You would never dance. So.
No, I would never. I was out looking at trees. You were dancing around. But anyway, there was a live oak on MTSU's campus in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, which is right in the middle of our state. I think so. I mean, I haven't been back in a long time, but it was there. It was short. It was not a very big plant. And if I remember correctly, every year they call it the live oak because it keeps its leaves through the wintertime. Generally, up here, it a lot of times doesn't.
Yeah.
So just because it can live, it just depends.
It looked a little gnarly.
Yeah.
It had the shape of a tree, but it was not that lovely, long, branching, mature looking live oak that you think when you think of what's in the South.
Yeah.
The deep South.
Uh-huh. Well, that's still cool though. Miriam. Thanks for that.
Shout out Miriam.
Shout out Miriam. We love you.
We love you. We do. Come back to the show. Where is this photo?
Yeah, where's the photo, Tyler? Why didn't you show me, man?
You know what? I hadn't shared it yet.
Oh,
It's
great.
My bad. Totally my bad. I think she messaged it to us or emailed one.
I'm going to need to see one right after we're done with this.
Okay.
Okay.
As soon as we wrap this up.
That's right. Tyler, I got to get you to my house soon, man. We got to do crepe myrtle pruning, but then I was thinking about it. We're going to shoot a bunch of pruning videos while we're there. So get ready to be at my house all day, man. We're going to make a day of it.
A prunanza, if you will.
And we're going to go get lunch.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Am I coming?
Come on, Caroline.
I was like, am I invited to this?
I hope so.
Hop on in. We'll throw you in the bed of the truck.
That's
take
all
you
right.
on down.
You know what? I'm going to stay home and then I'm going to go to the restaurant you're going to and just sit across and look at you guys.
Well, that would be awkward.
We got a fancy van now, don't we?
Oh, the G-Wagon. That's what we're calling it. It's not actually a G-Wagon. It's a little van. But it's for Gabrielle.
It's a little Sprinter van and it's so cute.
But yeah, we've got one of those now. I'll lay in the back. Y'all can ride shotgun.
We'll lock you in the back.
We'll throw some persimmons at you.
No, negative. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that video was really funny.
It was a good time.
I was happy with that one.
Well, speaking of good time, shall we descend or ascend
Let them ascend into a good time.
into this good time episode from this past Saturday?
It was a
think we
good
should.
time episode.
It was a good episode. Yeah, we had a lot of good stuff to talk about.
Yes. Thank you, everyone, for being so engaged. If you watch the live show and you comment, we really appreciate that. It goes a long way for us, and it just makes for a better show. We love the conversation.
Most definitely.
Yes, we do. Well, I hope everybody enjoys. So let's get on into it. Everybody was here, the three of us with Josh Carey and David Bates.
Cornaments.
So, how is it from your point of view, guys? I mean, what are you seeing happening around Bates Nursery and Garden Center?
Oh, I know what's happening, at least in my little world.
What's that?
Poinsettias have arrived.
Hey.
That and a lot of Christmas cactus and Norfolk Island pines are here.
So we're making that transition to
Yes, we
the, and we don't have just any poinsettias. We have really legitimately flourished quality poinsettias. Wow. And if you're a person who doesn't take note of detail and form and branching and number of bracts and all those kinds of things, you just look at them as poinsettias. But if you had I'll just call them a box store type, you'll see there's quite a dramatic difference. They do cost a little more, but they are much nicer.
Well worth it. They're very healthy. They came in looking really good this year.
I thought they look spectacular, and they just have really vibrant color to the bracts, which is they're not that candy apple red. They are a much deeper hue and beautiful for your holiday table.
Yes, they are. We have all different colors. We've got hot pink. We've got a soft pink. We've got your classic red, white, glitter, marble, Picasso.
Yeah, and when you say glitter, you mean
it's not
the
artificial
grocery store
glitter.
Yeah, it's
No.
it's not glitter on the foliage. It's the speckles that are in the bracts.
Correct.
And so that you can give a more full technical explanation of, many people would refer to them as flowers. They are not flowers. The flowers are the little yellow things in the center. Tell us about bracts for just a moment, Austin.
All right, bracts are just modified leaves, pretty much. They are leaves, but they color up. Okay, this is mainly for there's a number of other plants that do this, but they're mainly for insect pollinators to kind of be a beacon to go to those blooms, because the bracts are the red leaves that we think of, like David said, that everyone thinks are kind of the flowers. They're not, but those are the red leaves surrounding the flowers, and the flowers are on the inside of that, and that's what they do. That's what we love about poinsettias, the most common plant on the planet.
And that point
there they are.
Yes, and that point is merely to prove that we can get as technical as we need to be here on Gardening Inside Out. Although, we're not trying to talk above anybody, but there are nuances that exist in the world of horticulture that, it's worth mentioning.
Sure it is. Now, they're indigenous to Mexico, is
They
that
are.
correct?
That is
Yes.
correct.
Okay.
And I have seen many growing around. But what we sell today are many generations removed from the original plant. What we see today and that we offer for sale, it's a very different plant than what you might see growing out natively. They didn't really flower all that great initially, so they've come a long way with getting the bracts more predictable and more colorful, and a lot of variety, as Caroline just mentioned.
I have memories as a mere slip of a lad when I was knee high.
Were you ever a mere anything?
Not really, but I mean,
Mere mortal.
mere mortal. That one works. But we were fortunate enough. My family and father were stationed at Schofield Barracks on Oahu,
I
and
have
they
been
grow
there.
poinsettia as hedges.
Oh yeah, in
my
Hawaii
gosh.
they are a great hedging plant, and the applications that any plant may use varies widely around the world. So when you're in the absolute tropics, such as Hawaii is, you can use them as a wonderful hedge, and they use them in going up the Pali Lookout in Oahu. They are great. At least there were. I haven't been there in several years. They could have taken them out, but they are really quite an effective hedging plant.
Well, that and the pineapple stand. You come down off the top of the hill in the big pineapple field.
There's
and
a
they had
number of
guy
them.
sitting out there cutting out
Yeah.
pineapple. Oh my gosh!
So, guys,
Oh man!
where are we going from here?
Do you have anything else to add?
I was going to say just one thing. We did a beautiful display this week.
Yes, we did
Yes.
with the holiday Monrovia.
Yeah, shout out Monrovia.
Shrubs and evergreens. Yep.
Y'all sent us a whole bunch of mainly conifers. There are also some hollies in there, but
Yes,
we
there
mainly
are.
just use conifers. A lot of different colors in there. They all came in little holiday pots, the red and white, red and green, I guess,
So they're
pots.
perfect little hostess gifts. There's small ones, there's big ones, or just a gift for anybody. They're already wrapped. You don't have to do anything.
And our conifer selection in general is
it is.
outstanding.
there it is.
Look at that. Look at those cute pots.
That is pretty amazing. And I
Well
will
done.
say that
well done. Tim.
Thank you.
my 100-year-old stepmother was out yesterday
saw her
with
yesterday.
Renee.
Mm-hmm.
And big shout out to Martha Bates. Love you. And what an amazing woman, to have lived 100 years and to still be able to get out and about. It's pretty amazing. But they were commenting on, how beautiful all the conifers were beside where they were parked yesterday, right out in the front. And so conifers are an important part of the color palette and texture palette that we have to work with this time of year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a lot of fun to do that display.
It was. You can come walk through it. We made a little pathway all the way around.
Mm-hmm. Caroline made a video, put it out there. Y'all check it out. It was a very, very fun display.
Yes, it
Speaking of
was.
videos,
Oh.
Oh, gosh.
Uh-oh.
What,
I know.
had a persimmon this week.
Oh, I had that persimmon. Did you see that?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, that was funny.
Uh-huh.
We went on a little field trip.
Yes, they did.
If you're wondering
Want
what
another one?
this is, if you watch the Gardening Inside Out Instagram and Facebook, it's on our Facebook as well.
That's where I saw
We
it.
found a persimmon in the wild.
And by the way, we recommend that you like and subscribe to all these different outlets, and that way it assures you of getting notifications on these things.
Seek it out,
And-
folks. It's worth it.
And,
me. It's-
with special reference to this program on YouTube, we'd appreciate you
Liking.
subscribing to us.
Yes.
Yeah, like and subscribe.
Mhm.
And that's enough said about that. So,
Yes.
without further ado, where from here?
All right. I'd say we get into some questions.
Okay.
I think it's time.
We've got a few. We're going to get this one out of the way. I believe we've been getting this every week. Can we still plant trees and perennials? Yes, you can. I
Yes.
have a driveway full of them, as always, but I'm about to put them in the ground, hopefully.
Yeah.
That's how many consecutive weeks has she been saying that?
I did get it clear about a month ago or so, and then I brought more
Almost
home,
as
so
many as the
it's
Yard
time.
Boy 1 yard of the month down in Petersburg. So
Yes.
256 or something like that.
Yeah. Well, like David kind of alluded to earlier, we do have a tree sale going on right now, which is 20% off all of our deciduous trees out there, ornamental shade, and even Japanese maples, which we will talk about that soon. But hey, that's a deal. We rarely have Japanese maples on sale, so it's a really cool week, and they're showing their fall color right now. And we got a shipment of trees in, some large ones, some 15-gallon stuff straight from McMinnville. Thank you, boys out there, growing them good old trees in the containers.
Yep.
And they came in looking nice. So we're really stocked on trees. I got trees on the brain.
We wouldn't be stocked if it was not a good time to plant.
No, this is the best time.
Yes, and that's the point, is that it's not just a good time. It is the absolute best time to be planting
Great
trees.
soil moisture, easy to dig.
Yeah,
Get it on out there.
every single thing that can work in your favor is working in your favor.
Most definitely.
You only need to dig your hole, prepare your soil, plant the tree, and water it in thoroughly. And probably that's the only time you'll have to water it until late spring. Now, it could be we hit a dry spot. But that's not really all that likely during the wintertime. We have enough cool weather where transpiration and evaporation occurs at such a slow rate. The rainfalls that we talked about in the forecast that are coming will continue to come. We live in that area. People who come from out west into Middle Tennessee are astounded by the amount of water we have, because we do have a lot of water.
Oh, yeah.
And how cheap it is in comparison.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah, we
Yes.
talked about that a little
Yes.
bit last week. And what I think's nice, too, is that I know y'all don't get to come out here and see the deciduous trees with leaves on them, okay? They're starting to get crispy. Most of them are starting to fall. But what you do get to see is the branching structure of your tree, and I think that's somewhat important, I mean, now trees change. You buy a tree today, in 5 years, you'll probably never remember what it even looked like when you purchased it. But it is nice to kind of see that structure without the leaves on it. I like that anyway. And then it's great to plant it without
and
leaves.
It's such a great visual tool for selecting the tree, because you actually get to see, is it symmetrical? Is it one-sided? Is it a little thin
Lean
branching?
just a little bit, and that's
Yeah.
okay.
Well, and I have a red maple in my yard. It's actually an autumn blaze that I selected. I think it's been 7 years ago now. We had a 120-year-old sugar maple that had to come down. It was at the end of life. It was diseased and it was going to fall. So we, rather than waiting for it to fall, just so the insurance could cover it,
Yes.
we decided to go ahead and have it taken down in advance. But at the same time, we dug out the adjoining stump. There it is. Picture from my dear brother. And that tree does not look that way today. It only looks like that, devoid of foliage, because it has dropped it all. But
They were glorious this year. I have one as well.
All that is to say is that that was a tree that I selected when it was pretty much bare. And now, the growth is wonderfully. If I could just come up with a way to rotate the tree every few years, because it does tend to grow towards the sun.
Yeah.
That's just the nature of them. So it'd be nice to have better symmetry, but it's still very symmetrical. So, having that opportunity and taking advantage of it right now, when you're at the absolute prime, the peak of when it's the opportunity for planting, is very important.
Mm-hmm. Hey, David, I gotta say something. Something I learned last night, that I have been in this for how long now, and I never ever knew this. Okay,
You learned something new.
I learned something new last night. This mainly coming from my wife. We went, Jilly, hope you're doing well. Hope you're still sleeping. Actually, you and Penny got a day today, so I hope you're kind of chilling with her. But we got into a Latin talk last night. Jill, my wife, is in the medical field-ish. She's an occupational therapist. A lot of Latin in that world. So we kind of went down a rabbit hole talking about prefixes, suffixes, root words, all the things last night. Well, what she told me last night, which I did not know, which this translates into the medical world, is the suffix II, which this happens a lot in the plant world, okay?
Right.
You just made me think of it. Your autumn blaze maple, the actual name of it is Freemanii. Okay?
Right.
I never knew this, but if there's ever an II at the end of a word in horticulture, it refers to ownership of somebody. So Freemanii is because it's Mr. Freeman came up with it, or he found it. And this happens all in the world of horticulture. Wardii for a U, Gregii, and that's how you pronounce it, the double I, but that's what it means. So Mr. Greg came up with one.
Well,
Mr. Ward.
I also find the Latin fascinating with regard to the things like mondo grass.
Uh-huh.
It's the Latin word for that is Ophiopogon, which means literally beard of the goat.
Beard of the
Pogon
goat.
meaning goat, and Ophio means the beard.
Yeah.
So you know,
It's so
so
cool.
if
My
you
daughter
know a little
cursed me
Latin,
for making her
you
take
can
Latin
discern
in
a
high
lot.
school.
Anything that has aria attached to it means it's gold. You know,
That's
So you know, you'll see all kinds of these words when you start reading the tag down a little bit.
Yes,
So.
one of my favorite parts of horticulture is that when it comes to the Latin words and the prefixes and suffixes that mean specific things about the plant. That is so cool to me. But I just couldn't believe the I thing. I never knew that. So that's super cool.
And that's
Look at
cool.
you.
And you know, that information doesn't change no matter where you are in the world.
That's right.
Yeah, the common names change frequently.
Oh, God,
you know
there may
what
be
we
10.
call monkey grass here. You know, they may call it something else. You know, somewhere else. So.
Gardening Inside Out is brought to you by Earth Mix Garden Products, creating regionally sourced high-quality soil blends and amendments for the sustainable-minded gardener. Fall and winter are great times to plant in the Southeast, and Earth Mix can help you with Landscape Soil Conditioner. Mix Landscape with your native soil to feed all winter long. Added mycorrhizal fungi help your plants get established faster and increase hardiness through the year ahead. Visit earthmix.net for more information and retailers near you. Remember, success begins at the ground level when you use Earth Mix Garden Products.
So what we got next?
All right, Tyler. Let's do it, man.
Colin's on
Here's
fire
Austin's
this
segment
morning.
about trees.
Yeah.
Boom.
Uh-huh. All right, we're going to get a jingle for y'all this week. That's
I like
that's a
these live
must.
jingles.
I'm not mad at
I
them
don't think
either.
we need to pre-record anything.
Tyler's, he's pretty great at it, but we're going to do something. We're going to have to do something.
That one
Okay.
took a little longer.
about trees.
Yeah, there
There
it
it
is.
is.
Okay. All right, guys, we're going on about trees. I am tree heavy today. Okay, a guest asked me yesterday what my three favorite trees were.
Easy for you to say.
I know it's hard for me to say, and it was hard for me to answer that question because there's a lot of trees that I love. So I wanted to talk just a little bit today about some of those trees y'all don't even know about, probably. Like, there's some weird things out there, y'all. And the good thing about this list I have today is that we have every single one of these trees here.
You're not just
and
making it
available.
up?
No, I'm not making it up. These trees exist.
Did you go through and look for them yesterday?
I
make
look
sure
through them every day. I look through them every day.
That's his job.
Okay,
Looking
that's-
through
yes.
trees.
That's true.
We always do. So let's start with some weird stuff that you probably don't know about, okay? What y'all know about Styrax japonica, okay? Japanese snowbell. Beautiful, small little tree, rounded crown, beautiful white little blooms that are pendulous. Gotta love that plant. It is underused. Nobody knows about it, okay? You gotta think about it. It's a cool little plant. The Chinese fringe tree. Y'all, I've got one on the corner of my house. When it's in full bloom, it is a showstopper.
Yep.
It also keeps its leaves longer than most trees do. So it doesn't have excellent fall color or anything, but mine is still perfectly green even through those 2 freezy nights we had.
And a
Okay?
classic. Absolute classic.
Oh, it's just fantastic. It's a small growing tree with excellent branching habit, rounded crown, beautiful, beautiful plant. Think about that one for a second. I've also got the sunburst honey locust in my yard. I love this plant. Compound leaves, which I'm a sucker for sure. We're going to see that. But this sunburst variety has yellowy, orange, almost reddish tones, and then working to green. It grows very fast. And it's an excellent shade tree, can take urban pollution just so well. So commonly used as street trees, if you will. But the color on these are fantastic. Mine is totally leafless right now. It has shed all of its leaves, but really cool branching structure. The honey locust is something you should think about. All right, sourwood. Shout out to all you native people out there. Josh, I know you love that sourwood honey. Okay, oxydendrum, which it actually is oxys, which stands for sour, and then dendrum meaning tree. Okay, if you taste the leaves, they're like sour bitter. Okay, but beautiful spring show in the spring. Okay, with these sprays of white blooms, followed by some of the best fall color red in nature. It's really fantastic. For all you native people out there, we have got a good selection of oxydendron right now, which is rare. We don't usually have those too often, but we've got some nice, well-rooted ones. Sourwood is well known for not transplanting very well or very successfully. So if you get one, plant it in the yard. If it comes back for you, it's going to live for a long time. Great plant, great native for all the pollinators. A beautiful, beautiful tree. Hey, Kentucky coffee tree. Let's talk about this for a minute. This is Gymnocladus dioicus, or standing for dioecious plant, which means that it has male and female flowers on separate plants. This is pretty cool. This also has compound leaves. Not the showiest thing on the planet, but when they're in bloom, they're pretty nice. But it's another native.
So what that means is you got to have one of each sex to be able to produce fruit reliably.
Exactly. If you wanted to collect seed off this plant, you would certainly need 2 of them, male and female. And actually, we do sell both male and female. Some they come in labeled a lot of times that way. So that's a cool plant as well. Another native. Yellow wood. What a cool plant. It's got yellow heartwood, which is really cool on the inside of that. Also, it has compound leaves, which, like I said, I'm a sucker for. They have leaflets, which is beautiful. It gets to be a large growing shade tree. Really underused plant as a native around here. Again, it's got pea-shaped blooms that resemble wisteria. Okay, they smell great. Ooh. Do they consistently flower every single year? No, sir, they do not. I'm sorry. Sometimes I've even read you could wait a decade before you'd actually see one bloom. So what does that mean? When you do see it in bloom,
what else you got going on?
That's right. That's right. But the tree is beautiful even without blooms. But another native, we sell all these here. And last week we talked about deciduous conifers. Okay, I cannot leave those out. All right, we have our deciduous conifers on sale right now. Most of our conifers are not on sale, but these are deciduous, so they are included in our sale. And we talked about this, and we had a guest answer our question last week, which is the 3 deciduous conifers that we have, one being bald cypress, the state tree of Louisiana, the one living in them swamps. Love that plant. There's a lot of cool varieties of bald cypress, y'all. Weeping stuff, upright stuff, really cool stuff. Bald cypress is an excellent plant. Dawn redwood, one of my favorites, a living fossil, okay? It's fantastic. Josh, I know you love yours. Metasequoia is the genus of that.
I'm rapidly approaching that.
Yeah. And then last but not least, the guest answered it correctly last week, and that is the larch tree, okay? Typically, larches do not do all that well around here, but I want y'all to come out and find. This is for the avid gardener. This is for those people that are really after it, really want to grow something unique, different in their yard. We have 2, count them, 2, Josh.
Those
larch trees on the lot right now. They're in kind of a weird spot. You may not know where they're at, but you know what? There's only 2 of you that are going to come out and get one of these today. You collectors, come out. You will get your larch tree 20% off today because it is a deciduous conifer. Like I said, there are only 2 on the lot. If you can find them, you can have them 20% off and have a collector's item, okay? So there you go. There's our tree talk for today. Thank you.
That is a stunning rendition.
Yes.
Wow.
I tell you. And you know what, too? If you really want to get more in depth on these trees, Tyler and I did a YouTube video called 9 Underused Trees. Y'all, check this out. I talk for like an hour. You don't have to watch the whole thing at once, but if you want to know some detailed things about individual trees, 9 of them specifically, which a lot of these are on the list, check it out, y'all. I was proud of that one. I really love that tree talk. It was great.
You did great.
Y'all go out and check it out.
Tyler.
Appreciate you. Yeah, Tyler, you were great.
His lordship.
As
You're
always.
great.
Thanks.
His lordship.
His lordship.
That's what Colin was saying.
Yeah, y'all are having a little.
His lordship of the technicals was
Yes.
Colin's
Hey, Call.
loving name.
I
for
like
me.
it.
I saw Colin yesterday.
it.
What?
Colin was here
I
yesterday.
missed Colin.
No, he was here. I think he was here before you got here.
Oh, okay.
He came in
Yeah.
the morning. He had a knee brace on. He had an ACL replaced, I think, Colin.
Oh.
Buddy,
Right.
I saw you limping around a little bit, but you know what? You were still here at the nursery getting your stuff in a great mindset. It was just a great little conversation.
He was just happy to be here.
Just happy to be
Yeah.
here, Colin. Glad you're listening this morning. Good to hear from
It's
you.
good to see your name popping up. We got a great comment in from Anna on YouTube. I was like, where am I? She says, y'all are amazing. The show, live, phenomenal.
Oh, yeah?
So thank you for that comment.
Chef's
Is this Anna
kiss.
Baker?
We do appreciate
It
it.
is
Anna Baker?
Anna Baker.
Anna
And a home
Breaker. There's a
Home
R
breaker.
in there.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
45.
Thanks, Anna.
So maybe a
Yeah.
different one.
Thanks, Anna.
And then we got a live question in from Connie. She says, oh, I have a question.
Okay.
Which is better, Autumn Blaze or October Glory for good fall color and fast growth?
Well,
year?
October Glory is much better for fall color. However, for fast growth, the Autumn Blaze is better because Autumn Blaze, correct me if I'm mistaken here, Austin, but it is a hybrid between a silver maple and a red maple. And
Exactly.
And when you get those properties combined, you get good color, but it's not as persistent as it would be on like an October Glory maple, which is a true red maple cultivar. It's not hybridized with the silver maple. So what you get out of the Autumn Blaze is you get tremendous fast growth. That's why I used it in my yard, because I needed something that would make up some time as quickly as possible. You know, we run out of it is what we run. So I wanted something that was going to make a show in the least amount of time, knowing it's not going to likely be as long of a life tree, but I would rather have, even if I only get 20 years out of
Yeah.
it. That's the 20 years that matters to me because those are the ones I'm here. So those are the
Mine doesn't have
considerations.
surface roots either.
Well,
Not like
not
a
be
lot.
yet.
not yet.
Yeah.
They get on up above 10 years of age, you begin to see those increasingly more. So, you will get them, and you won't be able to stop them. That's just the way it is.
Yeah. That is a good
Good
question,
thing.
though, Connie. That is a good question.
Great question. It is Anna Baker.
Anna Baker.
Yes. She
Not
said, no.
Breaker.
Anna
You are
Baker, not
such
Breaker.
a great personality when I met you the other day.
I haven't gotten to meet you
I know,
yet.
and we walked around. Actually, your world made a little mix container for a little hanging basket. I hope it's still doing good, Anna. But you were just so cheery and happy to be here and smiley and nice. So thank you, Anna.
Send
That
us
is what
pictures
we
of that
try
mixed
to
container.
do here is, we try to be a happy place for people.
Yeah.
We're not here to sell you stuff. We're just here to help you.
Yeah,
And hang
exactly.
out.
It was
and
fun.
smile.
That's right.
All right, let's get to some more questions.
Do it.
My cauliflower hasn't produced yet. Planted it in September. Am I impatient or a bad gardener?
You're not a bad
Still
gardener.
standing up.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. If you got it through, so we still have some pretty good weather going on, y'all. Like we're not getting into nasty, especially
No.
during the day. We had 2 freeze events, and if your cauliflower is still up past that, then that means it was probably mature enough to handle those cold temps, or you covered it, which is another good thing. So you're not a bad gardener. You just have to wait. Cauliflower is somewhat of a long crop, and that prolonged crop takes longer as weather gets cooler. Okay, now we've had some pretty good temps lately. I think it's going to swell up. You may not get a full cauliflower like you'd see in the grocery store, but you should still get a little head going on, and that should be forming fairly soon.
You'll get you a little something. I grew those years and years ago. They're too much work for me right now, but it's so fun to see them just like develop and they get bigger and bigger,
Yeah.
The ones
like
in
plants do.
the ones in the spring that you can plant early are going to yield a much greater amount of
Fruit.
out of it. But it's still worth doing.
Yeah. I think it's fun.
Yeah, it's fun to watch. I just can't keep up with the slugs and stuff.
Yeah. Well,
like
also
'em.
the cabbage worms.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're
Yep.
beating the cabbage worms, you're doing something well too. So
You're doing
good job there. You're doing well.
We got an earth mix question. What type of soil is best for planting bulbs in containers? Earth mix variety and description, please.
Probably Proganix O is the best one we have. If you're planting a container outdoors, which almost certainly that's what you're doing if you're planting bulbs, Proganix O is a good choice. You could use Garden if you wanted to. And what you get is Garden has twice the amount of native soil in it as does O. So if drainage, improved drainage is a consideration for you, then Proganix O is a better choice because it tends to perk better. Garden is typically not used in container applications because it's made to go right into and next to the soil, the ground. So those are Proganix O. If I had to pick one, that would be the one.
Is that type dependent? Would your answer change? Or if it were
What type of bulb?
Yeah, what type of bulb?
I don't think so.
No, not for what we use around here.
Yeah.
Additional support for Gardening Inside Out is brought to you by Bates Nursery and Garden Center, a third-generation nursery located in Nashville, Tennessee, and 20-time recipient for Nashville's Best Garden Center, offering the widest selection of new arrivals for fall, like specimen conifers, Japanese maples, and pansies in nearly every color. Open year-round, minutes from the heart of Nashville in beautiful Whites Creek, Tennessee. Browse their selection online anytime at batesnursery.com. Bates Nursery and Garden Center, beautifying Nashville since 1932.
All right, we're getting some live questions in. We have a question on YouTube from John. John asked, many years ago, there was a Bates florist on Gallatin Road. Is that related to Bates Nursery?
That is absolutely related.
That's
that
the headwaters, isn't it?
It's where my when the business that stands here today was initially moved from 26th and Charlotte over to Gallatin Pike right after World War II. And my dad and my uncle and my grandmother were in business there together for a great many years. Ultimately, my dad was more interested in the horticulture side and my uncle more in the floral side. So they split the two businesses at that time, and my uncle and my aunt continued on in the floral endeavors for a great many years. The building is no longer even there, but they had a wonderful and thriving business for a lot of years, and they're a real credit to particularly the community in Inglewood, because that's where it was located. If you know where Jackson Park Church of Christ is, it was directly across the street from it. So, they did a lot of floral output for a lot of years. And Candy Love Waltham, who is the granddaughter of Vivian and Wilburn Bates, my aunt and uncle, she is a superb florist, and you can still see her work around Middle Tennessee.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
The legacy continues.
Good.
I have been driving by that building, or was for a long time, noticing it on the road on Gallatin. All right, and then Kim says, good morning. What do you recommend for storing dahlia tubers?
Hey, Kim.
Morning, Kim.
I mean, honestly, just get them out of the ground, shake off the dirt, clean them up a little bit, and just put them in a paper bag is really all you'd have to do. I mean, I think, sawdust was used, something dry, newspaper. Perlite is great.
Coconut core?
Coconut core would probably be a great one. Just don't make sure it doesn't stay moist on you.
Yeah,
That's
you
really
need to put
important.
it in there when the core is dry.
Wouldn't want them to touch either. If you can
Yeah,
avoid it, so.
just kind of rule of thumb: keep them cool, keep them dry, store them until spring, and they should be fine.
Yep.
They should be okay. If it's rained recently, do you still need to water pots before a freeze?
Yes.
It is helpful. I took David's advice the night before the freeze, and I watered my pansies very thoroughly before we had those 2 freezes. And pansies can certainly handle freezes. Okay, we all know this, but the pot was a little bit dry on top, and I'm like, you know what? I need to do this. I need to water. I soaked them thoroughly before that night. My pansies look fantastic right now. So, yes, this is good practice to do this, y'all.
That's good, because last year they were a little
Hush,
bit
Caroline.
sad.
Why do you have to bring that back up?
Well, because people like to know not all of us are perfect. Nobody's
That is
perfect
true.
when it comes to gardening.
This guy definitely ain't.
My pansies look okay right now. Some of them are a little bit sad.
It's okay.
I still need to replace some. All right, we have a question about a monstera. I have a giant monstera that I love, but I cannot keep the little white cottony bugs off. Sounds like you have mealybugs.
Yuck.
It happens to all of them. Plants are living, and they're usually going to get something at some point in their lives. You're lucky if they don't. But if this is a reoccurring problem and you've tried treating it with diluted rubbing alcohol, you can kill them on contact, neem oil. Those are just going to kill them. They're going to smother the pests, and then you have to keep retreating it. You can use a systemic. We have one here at the nursery. It's imidacloprid. You're going to put it in the soil, water the plant absorbs it, and then it poisons the pest. I've had really good luck with that on a few of my plants that mean a lot to me if they've gotten mealybugs or spider mites. I've used that to treat it. It can take about a month to work, but it does work eventually. And you can also use other things to treat it while that starts working. So you can keep doing what you were doing, treat it with that, and it will take care of it, but get it away from your other plants. I mean, you said it's giant, so maybe you need to get your other plants away from that one. But it will take care of it. Make sure you keep your pets and kids away from the plant while this is going through it, because it does make your plant poisonous.
And this time of year, it is a particularly prevalent problem, simply because that, like Caroline and many others, you have a lot of these outdoors during the warm season, and you bring them in. What you may not realize is you bring those pests in with you, then they wind up spreading to everything else if you're not really careful. So,
Watch out for stink bugs.
So when we talk about bringing plants in earlier, that's what we're talking about. Spraying them, getting them cleaned up before you bring them in the house, and you can really greatly reduce the incidence of that.
That is correct. And then Miriam has a question. Good morning,
Miriam.
Miriam, friend of the show. Hit the button.
Hey, it's Miriam. Miriam. I love that so much.
I love that jingle. That might be my favorite one you've made.
So good.
So Miriam asks, how do I keep all the volunteer cherry tomatoes from coming up everywhere next year? Good luck. I have them all over the place from when I drag mine to my compost.
Some of the best
Miriam.
I've ever had
Exactly,
were
I was
grown in
about
my
to
Opa's compost bin.
Yeah,
Yes.
Every year that it came up.
Turn it and cultivate the ground. I mean, disturb those seedlings when they're first emerging. Don't wait.
Yeah, and Miriam, why is this a problem? This sounds like a something in your favor.
Well, maybe
Got
they
to
pop
buy
up
them
between
again.
stuff she planted.
A gift from gardening heaven.
That's right. Miriam.
So we're saying just live with it, Miriam?
I'm gonna say, Miriam, grow all them volunteers, man. Just grow them all.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let them be. If you
Just
don't,
let it go.
then if you don't, throw them in the woods.
Throw them in the woods, Miriam.
That's right.
Pull them up, throw them in the woods. They are easy to get rid of when they're little saplings just to pull up.
Throw them in your neighbor's woods so they can enjoy them.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah, if you don't want them, give them to your neighbors. All right, what projects are y'all working on in your gardens right now, or are you doing nothing? I've just been cleaning up.
I think cleanup is kind of the biggest, yeah. And also planting. I mean, like we mentioned, this is the prime time to plant. Cold hardy things, anything right now. Like this is the perfect weather, cool night temps, warm days. Like it doesn't get better than this. Like this is what you should be. You should be thinking about what you want to get in the yard. Okay.
Yeah, and if you haven't planted things like pansies or whatever, we still have a decent selection.
Yeah.
So it's not too late to get those in.
No, it's time. Think about
Tyler,
your bulbs.
Joyce says, what do I need to do to get a jingle?
Joyce.
We'll work on that, Joyce.
Joyce, it's coming.
She also mentioned something about
well-deserved.
putting some enlighten in with the bulbs.
Yeah,
If you're going to put them
that's
in
a good
the
idea,
container.
too.
And
Good idea.
Miriam has been a guest on the show
She
numerous
has.
times. So.
Yeah.
Maybe we need to get Joyce out of here.
Miriam's got a little tenure.
Love you, Joyce.
Love
Hope
you,
we
Joyce.
see you today.
Love
Yes,
you.
Joyce,
Everybody,
come
thanks
out.
for interacting with us today. Really enjoyed
Absolutely,
that.
folks.
A
Hey,
lot of fun.
this is a once in a while sale that's going on here at Bates Nursery and Garden Center on the Japanese maples and all the other deciduous trees. Today until 4, tomorrow 9 to 4, the last Sunday this year that you'll be opened up on Sunday.
That's correct.
I'll be here.
Yep, everybody.
Caroline will be here.
Tomorrow, 12 to
12
4.
to 4.
12
And,
to
and
4.
remember,
Come in at 9, Tyler. Come on, it'll be okay.
Wait at the gate.
particularly if you're watching on YouTube, like and subscribe.
Yep.
Just take a second and click that. It doesn't cost a thing and helps us get the word out.
Tell all the friends
Thank
and
you.
neighbors. And I'll show David this in a minute here if you're seeing the lady from Indiana. So, hey, next Saturday morning, we're going to come back here and do another Gardening Inside Out show from the Green Room Studios here at
Right
Bates
here.
Nursery and Garden Center. See you then, folks.
Thank you for tuning into the Gardening Inside Out podcast. If you're looking for more information or more from your hosts, don't forget that we have a live Saturday morning broadcast, 8 a.m. Central Time on YouTube and Facebook. You can also follow us on our Instagram channel. That's @Gardening Inside Out for more posts, reels, and in-depth dives to topics and things we've discussed on the show. If our content resonates with you, consider giving us a follow, like, and subscription on all of our social media pages. See you next time.